Ancient North Eurasians emerged around 24,000 years ago and were primarily hunter-gatherers inhabiting the vast regions of Siberia and Central Asia. Their genetic legacy is particularly notable for its influence on subsequent populations across Eurasia and the Americas. The ancient North Eurasians served as the foundational population of Eastern and Caucasus hunter-gatherers in Europe, Iranian hunter-gatherers in West Asia, and the ancestral indigenous Americans in Americas. The ancient North Eurasians descended from a mixture of a population closely related to the Gravettians in Europe with the Tianyuan individual from China. In this video, we will focus on the genetic results of two ancient North Eurasians, Afantova Gora III, who is female, and the Malta boy, who is male. These ancient peoples played a crucial role in shaping the genetic diversity of Eurasia and beyond, making their study essential for understanding the broader patterns of human migration and adaptation. Both Afantova Gora III and Malta boy exhibit European or West Eurasian facial morphological genotypes and lack East Eurasian EDAR variants. They both carry PAX3 variants for protruding nose bridges and European nose shapes. Malta boy carried variants for thicker eyebrows. It is worth mentioning that Malta boy's raw DNA file was much higher quality, and therefore his predicted phenotype likely reflects reality closer. Both Afantova Gora III and Malta boy exhibited increased risk for testicular cancer, lactose intolerance, lower homocysteine levels, and lower odds of cardiovascular issues, and slight predisposition to ADHD. Malta boy exhibited high odds for a variety of cancers, age-related macular degeneration, predisposition to myopia, primary biliary cirrhosis, atrial fibrillation, and type 2 diabetes. Malta boy had some protection from epilepsy, hemoglobin E disease, and leukemia. Afantova Gora III had genetic predisposition to eosinophilic esophagitis, autism, type 1 diabetes, some protection from epithelial cancers and male pattern hair loss, and had an HLA-C variant that protects from HIV. Moving on to biomarkers, both Afantova Gora III and Malta boy had a predisposition to a lower level of LDL cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and high telomere length, which reflects a predisposition to a prolonged lifespan. Afantova Gora III had a predisposition to a higher level of vitamin D and glucose, was predisposed to slightly shorter height, while Malta boy was predisposed to much lower level of vitamin D, taller stature, lower level of iron in the blood, and lowered level of sex hormone-binding globulin. Regarding the blood types of the two individuals, Malta boy is very clearly predicted to belong to the O group, while Afantova Gora III's DNA data is too poor in quality to conclusively determine its blood type. It does appear, however, that Afantova Gora III also belongs either to the O or to the A blood group. These individuals represent a group that has left a profound impact on the genetic and cultural landscape of Eurasia and the Americas. It has been suggested that ancient North Eurasian mythology may have featured narratives shared by both Indo-European and some Native American cultures, such as the existence of a metaphysical world tree and a fable in which a dog guards the path to the afterlife. In Siouan, Algonquian, Iroquoian, and in Central and South American beliefs, a fierce guard dog was located in the Milky Way, perceived as the path of souls in the afterlife, and getting past it was a test. The Siberian Chukchi and Tungus believed in a guardian of the afterlife dog and a spirit dog that would absorb the dead man's soul and act as a guide in the afterlife. In Indo-European myths, the figure of the dog is embodied by Cerberus, Sarvara, and Garmer. In Zoroastrianism, two four-eyed dogs guard the bridge to the afterlife called Chinvat Bridge. Research into dog haplogroups reveals that the upper bound for dog domestication is roughly 40,000 years ago and the lower bound is 15,000 years ago. And there is a strong possibility that dogs were in fact first domesticated by ancient North Eurasians, as most dog haplogroups trace back to Siberia. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Also check out the description.